What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Witness Wednesdays. When we left off in the last episode, we actually made a lot of progress over in what I'm calling Tetris Park, because this whole scaffolding thing kind of reminds me of the Jurassic Park stuff, and the puzzles remind me of Tetris, though we have kind of established that is not the correct perspective on them. So when we left off, we had managed to go through this red area and the blue, some of these underwater areas, and come up out here, which bleh, got a little dizzy there, which puts us out here, and we learned this control panel is controlling the platforms in order to get us to wherever that goes. Which I'm kind of curious about. We're not done over here. There's a few other branching paths we could go down, but I'm curious about this. So, one thing, I was poking around on this a little bit after the last episode, and I realized this is not a one-and-done puzzle, because you kind of have to be, well, I guess it might be doable, I suppose, but realistically it's not. So, we already know that these are like the subtraction type things, and we took these two out, and it led to the opening. But if we change this a bit, so for example, like this, these two now drop, but now we can't get over there. So I figured out that it's kind of a stage puzzle, where you kind of have to do one, then another, and so on and so forth. For example, I think the next step would be something like this. And then that opens this. Now, from here... Oh, we're only on the middle. That's not going to work. So if we go back like this... I'm trying to remember what I did before, because I actually found a way to get there. Wait a minute. Okay, so this way worked. Actually, you know what? Let's do this a little differently. Let's do it like... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, gosh. Oh, some of these, they've cranked up the speed on the little line, and it gets a little crazy. Let's do it like this. I think. Oh, that's interesting. Did not think about that. And there's also a puzzle side over here as well. Oh, okay. Well, if there's a puzzle side over here, that's a little different then. Hold on. I forgot there was a panel over on this end. Oops. Come on. Oh, it needs to go this way. Yeah, I forgot there was a panel over on this side that we can work with. Now, it's the same perspective. Wow, I am messing this all up. This should not take this long. It's a simple door lever, basically. Okay, so from here, let's just cut to this one. And then when we back up here, we could do the opposite. Like so. And then use this panel. Success. Alright. Wow, that was way more and there's probably like a way to do it in like 2 steps or something that was much easier than that one. Now what is this for? Is this the laser? Alright, it's the laser. We got another laser. How much you want to bet this one does not go directly to the mountain either, and we have to redirect it or something? That's cool. That's all that's up here, though, right? It's just the laser room. Okay. So I wonder if there's any real... Some of these I can't tell how much of a purpose there is for doing them all, kind of thing. Wow. Forever... take much? Is it ever gonna fire? Wow. Slowest laser ever. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, I'll be darned. I think it did go straight into it. That's weird. I really expected after the other one they were going to start getting more and more complicated. Now, here's an interesting... Wait a minute. That is that step which has to be included, I think. So... pretty much anything else will make this rise. I wonder if there's a way... I don't think you can get to that puzzle from here, because I thought about... You should just be able to, like, power it on, but yeah, I don't think you can get to that from there. Okay, so that takes care of the actual what you're supposed to do with this area. But I'm not done with this area. Yeah, it does go directly to the mountain. It's crazy. And we also found an environmental puzzle in one of these underwater areas also. But mainly, this guy is still eluding me. Now, I did not realize it, but in the last episode, it was pointed out to me through the comments that the video actually froze when I was trying to mess with this. So that's my bad. I totally didn't even see that. I'm wondering, though, if I even need to include those dots. It's something I'm curious about. Really, I don't know how to do this at all, other than omission. You've got to you have to omit it, right? That's not omitting it. That's including it. Yeah, I'm really not sure how to do this at all. Because no matter what direction, I can't ever do that. So no matter what direction you come across it... Wait a minute. No, it's still gonna... Yeah, like, you can't separate this, so I don't know... None of those worked. None of that worked. I'm gonna try something like this. Okay, that didn't work for that either. It didn't work for any of them. So... This is the confusing part to me. I can't do just this shape, right? Like, that's not gonna work. Unless... Hold on. Unless it has more to do with the rotation pattern. No, it doesn't. And I think I tried to do it this way, too. Like, include two. And that works for these guys, but then it doesn't work for this one. So, I'm kind of like, how do I include all of these? Wait a minute. Wait. So if I did this, this works for only what's inside the puzzle. So let's try this just to see what happens, because this might actually work. Alright. So it's the shape plus two colored blocks where you want it to turn to. That doesn't serve a purpose. And that was where we came from. So it only seemed to make sense to flip it this way. Now, the only way you'd want it back there is to go back the way we came, but you can go around this way and get there too. So I don't really see a need to ever flip it again. And I think we solved all this over here. We solved these. That got the power over here. We did all of those. Finally, those took us a minute. That's a boat station. This, I think, leads back around to, like I said, back around where we came from. This leads to... Oh, there's puzzles here. Okay, I thought they were... I thought it was just empty. That leads over to that, which I'm guessing is just a shortcut around up into that cave area where you go up into the mountain. Um... So then, where does this actually go? Okay, there's nothing over here yet. But there is a downstairs. And I'm guessing this is environmental, maybe? The other ones were. Oh, that's yellow and red, though. Huh. This is orange, so that should work. Oh, there it goes. It started to. Huh. Wow, does it have to be the right shade of... Oh my gosh, it has to be the right shade of orange? Are you kidding me right now? No, not you. No one cares about you. Wow, it has to be the actual right shade. That's crazy. Crazy awesome. Alright, so yellow. Oh, good gravy, man. Nope. Not quite. It's a little too green. Oh, there it goes. Jeez. That is nuts. That's crazy. And to me, I think these are probably the real puzzle behind the whole game. It's kind of my theory at the moment. These are all well and good, but they get the lasers going. These, I think, with these mystery obelisks, are really where you're gonna like get into the heart and soul of the game. Holy crap, guys! Come on, why you do this to me? All right, I'm not even gonna bother trying to. Well, maybe I will. I'll give it one go, and then I'll probably just start doodling. Okay, so we've got this and this, which should make a shape like this, right? But then we've got those two, which is like that. But then we've got these two. Oh, man. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. No, hold on. See, this is where it gets confusing. So we have this one. We have this one. And then we have these two. Right? So 1, 2... Oh, no. I was right. Okay. So it should be like this. And then that's a line of 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. There's the little problem child right there. Because none of these I don't think are rotatable. Now, if we add this one in, it would look something like this. Okay. And then if we added this one to our top, we could include 1, 2, 3 like this. So all of that needs to be included, but we have a 4 block that we haven't taken into account yet. Okay. Tell you what. We could do... I still think this is probably the best fit for that one. And this is probably the best fit for that. Let's add the 4 block right there so it would come up to here. Okay. And then we need to move this over like this. So it would actually look, and then, all right, sorry, I'm kind of thinking out loud all at one time. So, and then that block moves over. Okay, so it should look something. Nope, that's included too. Something like this. Ha! What did that do? I'm like, yeah, we We did it. What did we do? Okay, I turned that on. Where's that go? What did I do? Okay. That goes around. Oh, what did I do? I don't see anything. Did I do anything? Huh. Let's see if there's a power line down here that connected to. There is not a power line. What did that, seriously though, what did that do? Was that just there for, like, no real reason? Or did that turn something on? Okay, here's an idea. We know it's basically just leave out the top two cubes. So let's turn this off and just see what happens. See what turns off. Okay, so that's still powered. This still... So I don't know that that actually does anything, really. I mean, it's a puzzle, so it must be solved. But, yeah, I don't really think that does anything. Actually, nothing I can see anyway right now. I know there's a ton of optional puzzles in this game. That's why it's hard for me to tell how much progress we've actually made. Because, I mean, the overall quote-unquote story of the game, I think has to do with solving all these laser puzzles, and then once you get up there, and, you know, I think that's kind of the thing to the game. Alright, now, here's an important piece of trivia. It looks like it, at one point, could go over there, but there's only two power lines, so I think this is kind of like the one where we first found this area. I think. Let's try it and see if I'm right. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I totally messed that up. Okay, so it should go... Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Because these are rotatable. There we go. Alright, so we're going to float over here. Oh, it rotates the platform. I get it. I thought this was moving. That's the one that's actually moving. Okay. And for some reason, it takes 1.5 years. Alright. Okay, that was actually like a literal 1.5 minutes or something. So maybe not 1.5 years. Maybe 1.5 minutes. But if I can help it, I don't ever want to have to turn that thing around again. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay, it is over here. I was like, hold up. I know there was a path here. Ooh. Do my eyes deceive me, or does that look like some kind of cave? I don't know that we could get to it, though. Okay. Wait. Are these platforms gonna be some kind of environmental puzzle? Like that? You've got to be kidding. That's why it takes so long. Alright, hold on. That goes around there, and you could solve. That comes around here, and you could solve. Oh, wait, this one we could probably do right now. BAM! Where'd you go? Up and over. Okay. That's why I knew it was. There had to have been a reason. I was like, this is taking way too long. Okay, so now what we want to do is go over, solve the puzzle so it turns, but then basically run off. Are there any others? I only see the 3. But it makes me wonder if there's more. It also makes me want. I still want to know what that one panel did, or if it did anything that we solved in that one basement area. Alright, now this is making a lot more sense as to why it takes forever. And, gosh, anytime I'm seeing a circle with a line, I'm thinking it might be a puzzle. They're making me puzzle paranoid. It's like, I see puzzles everywhere. Okay, Jimmy, good for you. You know, it's like, oh man. Alright, this should work. Yeah, so it takes so long to give you time to get off of the platform, I guess, so that you can come back around. I mean, that's my guess. I don't know. It still seems like you could probably do that a little bit faster and not have it really hinder anything. Not seeing any other paths opening up really that I missed. I mean, we see the 3 that we're having to wait for the platform to move. But I'm not seeing anything else really. Unless I'm just really missing something, which is totally possible. Oh, we gotta get moving though. For that one anyway. That one's more time sensitive than this one is. Let me through! Let me through! Thank you. Bam! 3 for 1 environmental puzzles. Alright. Well, that was fun. Let's go see what's up in here. I think this takes us back around into that area where, like, the food supplies and stuff were that we saw that we just never dealt with. I'm feeling much better now. We've completed the Tetris area, I think, for the most part. I think we did everything in there. I'm kind of like, you know, it's like the thorn in my side is gone now. There are still a few more areas that we walked away from, like the, oh geez. Is there gonna be like 1,000,000 puzzles I can do from this sky view now? Like, everything looks like a puzzle to me. Like this, I'm like, where's the circle? That's a line. Serious, they're making me puzzle paranoid. That's a round rock. That could be a puzzle. Oh, man. This is probably the height we'll have to get to, though, to do some of those, like, in the town. The town had one that really... I've seen it since, like, the beginning of the game, and I really just did not know how to start it or deal with it. And I think we might have to be up here. There's one. Oh, wait. Thought that it started. There we go. This is the most nutsiest game ever of all time. Seriously, like, awesome. Crazy, incredible, but nutsy. I'm just gonna start spamming the X button and just clicking places, seeing if anything pops up. Okay. I mean, all the roads look like it to me now. There's just every freaking road looks like a puzzle now. Oh, the ship's gonna be one. Hey, wait a minute.
Up there, you go around every hour and a half, time after time after time. You wake up usually in the mornings, and just the way that the track of your orbits go, you wake up over the Mideast, over North Africa. As you eat breakfast, you look out the window as you're going past, and there's the Mediterranean area, and Greece, and Rome, and North Africa, and the Sinai, the whole area. And you realize that in one glance, that what you're seeing is what was the whole history of man for years, the cradle of civilization. And you go around down across North Africa and out over the Indian Ocean and look up at that great subcontinent of India pointed down toward you as you go past it. And Ceylon off to the side, Burma, Southeast Asia, out over the Philippines, and up across that monstrous Pacific Ocean. Vast body of water. You've never realized how big that is before. And you finally come up across the coast of California and look for those friendly things. Los Angeles and Phoenix and on across El Paso. And there's Houston. There's home. And you look, and sure enough, there's the Astrodome. And you identify with that, you know? It's an attachment. And down across New Orleans, and then looking down to the south, and there's the whole peninsula of Florida laid out. And all the hundreds of hours you spent flying across that route, down in the atmosphere, all that is friendly again. And you go out across the Atlantic Ocean and back across Africa. And you do it again, and again, and again. And that identity, that you identify with Houston, and then you identify with Los Angeles, and Phoenix, and New Orleans, and everything. And the next thing you recognize in yourself is you're identifying with North Africa. You look forward to that. You anticipate it. And there it is. That whole process begins to shift of what it is you identify with. When you go around it in an hour and a half, you begin to recognize that your identity is with that whole thing. And that makes a change. You look down there, and you can't imagine how many borders and boundaries you crossed again and again and again. And you don't even see them. At that wake-up scene, the Mid-East, you know there are hundreds of people killing each other over some imaginary line that you can't see. From where you see it, the thing is a whole, and it's so beautiful. And you wish you could take one from each side in hand and say, look at it from this perspective. Look at that. What's important? And so a little later on, your friend, again those same neighbors, another astronaut, the person next to you goes out to the moon. And now he looks back and sees the Earth not as something big where he can see the beautiful details, but he sees the Earth as a small thing out there. And now that contrast between that bright blue and white Christmas tree ornament and that black sky, that infinite universe, really comes through. The size of it, the significance of it, it becomes both things. It becomes so small and so fragile, and such a precious little spot in that universe that you can block it out with your thumb. And you realize that on that small spot, that little blue and white thing is everything that means anything to you. All of history and music and poetry and art and war and death and birth and love, tears, joy, games, all of it is on that little spot out there that you can cover with your thumb. And you realize that that perspective, that you've changed, that there's something new there. That relationship is no longer what it was. And then you look back on the time when you were outside on that EVA and those few moments that you had the time because the camera malfunctioned, that you had the time to think about what was happening. And you recall staring out there at the spectacle that went before your eyes. Because now, you're no longer inside something with a window looking out at a picture. But now you're out there. And what you've got around your head is a goldfish bowl, and there are no limits here. There are no frames. There are no boundaries. You're really out there, over it, floating, going 25,000 miles per hour, ripping through space, a vacuum, and there's not a sound. There's a silence, the depth of which you've never experienced before. And that silence contrasts so markedly with the scenery and the speed with which you know you're going. That contrast, the mix of those two things, really comes through. And you think about what you're experiencing and why. Do you deserve this? This fantastic experience? Have you earned this in some way? Are you separated out to be touched by God to have some special experience here that other men cannot have? You know the answer to that is no. There's nothing that you've done that deserves that earned that. It's not a special thing for you. You know very well at that moment, and it comes through to you so powerfully that you're the sensing element for man. You look down and see the surface of that globe that you've lived on all this time, and you know all those people down there. They are like you. They are you. And somehow you represent them when you are up there. A sensing element, that point out on the end, and that's a humbling feeling. It's a feeling that says you have a responsibility. It's not for yourself. The eye that doesn't see does not do justice to the body. That's why it's there. That's why you're out there. And somehow you recognize that you're a piece of this total life. You're out on that forefront and you have to bring that back somehow. And that becomes a rather special responsibility. It tells you something about your relationship with this thing we call life. And when you come back, there's a difference in that world now. There's a difference in that relationship between you and that planet, and you and all those other forms of life on that planet, because you've had that kind of experience. It's a difference, and it's so precious. And all through this, I've used the word you because it's not me. It's not Dave Scott. It's not Dick Gordon, Pete Conrad, John Glenn. It's you. It's us. It's we. It's life. It's had that experience. And it's not just my problem to integrate. It's not my challenge to integrate, my joy to integrate. It's yours. It's everybody's. Russell Schweikart, 1975.
Wow. Okay, so when I clicked that little bitty button, really was not expecting it to talk that long. Oh, hello. Gee. Wonder what this does. Curious. I wonder, unless that was just to show you an example of an environmental puzzle? I don't know. So, there was a lot going into that. I'm assuming that was this person. I'm guessing. It's a guess. Best guess I got. I'm gonna go out on a limb, though. Something about this does not look like, I don't know, normal. Like, man-made. Something about that just looks like alien in nature. I didn't see something in all that staring, though. And I hope nobody got sick of my cinematic camera angles. I was trying to go slow and stuff. It is interesting, though, some of the things she said being placed up here, that we just had kind of that, holy crap, we were looking at all these little bitty puzzles, but then when you get up here, some of, like, the roads and streams and stuff, you didn't see it before, but now they're a big puzzle. Interesting commentary on that being here. When you finally, in the game, get to that point where you're starting to make these assumptions and stuff. That's kind of a cool little thing. I did see this. I don't know if that's a thing or not. It kind of looked like one, but it's not activating it. One thing I noticed was this bamboo forest thing that we got going on, like right here. You can see that. I've never been in there, so I don't know where that is. That must be something we have to finish the temple, and that might open the door, maybe? So there's definitely some stuff that we have totally not even touched on. Dude looks like he's been overworked. He has like a chisel in one hand, a laptop in the other. This is a very strange game, and I don't mean that in terms of like, hey, this is weird and trippy. I mean like, the setting and what the people are doing and stuff, it's kind of like what they're doing and where they are doesn't always make sense. Like dude's got like a book. Is that like a priest guy? I think that's supposed to be like a priest or something. She's yelling at the priest, which is interesting. Laptops and chisels. It's just very kind of like, I don't know if they're building this, excavating it, scanning it, or breaking it. I'm kind of, okay, so here's my speculation though on this. And that's just all it is. is these beams. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beams. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 6 or is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have one more beam to go before we have the same number of beams as pillars, which also seems to coincide with one of these areas, like one of these lines. It all lines up to the center. So what I'm curious about is if we get all of those, the last beam, if these will power this cable, which then turns this box on, or I could just... Oh, I get it. 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 So we need 2 more beams then. I miscounted because it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beams. And then that line goes right into here. Huh. Okay. So that's gonna be like the main game then. Like, I know there's hundreds of puzzles and stuff, and there's optional things. I'm actually thinking that room with the big screen is completely optional then. It's just, well, I don't know. I don't know where the other beams are located yet, but that's interesting, though. That's really interesting. That shed a lot of light on kind of the tone and stuff of what's going on. I mean, not specifically what happened. It is interesting that we seem to... Oh, hello! Door. What the... What? What the what? Okay. Let's give it a crack. Why not? Oh! Oh, this is, well... That's... interesting. Okay... Wait, that doesn't work? Really? How come? I put both of the black ones on one side. Oh! Now that's interesting. I expected to get a yellow line over here, but we actually got another turquoise line. Huh. Oh, and I can't go any further. What the? Hold up. So there's a limited line length then. Or at least there is for that top one. Weird. Okay. How about we do something like this? Put the black on the left there. Oh. So... it must be that there's a limited line after a certain point. Then. Like after we hit that mark, you can only go so far. Well, now that's interesting. Okay, how about we pull this? Let's put you on the left, keep the white on the right. Go like that. Okay. This is really strange. Let's go ahead and scoop that one up. This is so... it's like I can't get to everything. That's bizarre. I wonder if it has to do... because now... okay, there's the length. Now let's try something like this. I wonder if it has to do with a distance... nope, it's just the line distance. Huh. So there's only so far you can go. And apparently you have to get all of the... I mean, I know that things in this game are kind of like impossible until they're not. But right now it looks kind of impossible. Because it's like every time I seem to get close, it it doesn't work. Like I just can't quite go far enough. I'm missing one. This is very strange. Weird. We were close there. Wait. Nope. Messed that up. Hold on. You need to go on that side. There we go. And we'll leave you on the right. Take the... like... I wonder, is it a certain amount of straight segments versus turning, or... It's just so strange that it's like, if you want me to get all of them, how are you making it to where I can't get to all of them? Unless it's kind of like the black and the white. Where you... I don't know. I don't get that. I don't think we've run into a length limit like that before, so I don't think I can solve that one right now off of what I know. I did see, though... These trees are in the way, but it did seem like that's going to end up being a puzzle, I think. I just don't know where and to what end. Literally, I don't know where the end of the puzzle is. But it kind of looks like... It's just, like I said, it's too circular. It's too circular not to be a puzzle. Maybe out on this tree that I didn't even know I could climb on? Ah! It's starting to work. I don't see the end goal, though. I don't know where it goes. And now it won't work. That's rather curious. Like this? Because that kind of looks like a shape, doesn't it? Kind of looks like a line. Well, we know it worked on this tree. Let's try from a little lower, but the same kind of angle, and see if that works. Nope. I would have thought that would have worked, actually, because that looks like one of the best angles to try it from. How interesting. Well, let's give the tree one more shot then, because it was working up there. It did confirm at least it is a puzzle, one way or another. So we know it's a puzzle. Ah! I wonder... Oh, it's giving me a different sound effect from there. Now it's not. It's weird. It's like it's wanting to, but it's just not right for some reason. The problem is, it's... Oh, wait, there it is. Got it. There we go. I was like, I'm not seeing the whole puzzle, so it's gotta be wrong. Yeah, got it. Okay, I feel better now. Alright, so here's definitely one of the lasers, which is kind of a whole nother ballgame. Before we do that... Okay, so here's the bamboo area. But I can't get in from there, I don't think. I wanted to look at this obelisk, because I think this is where all of our solves are going right now. Holy crap, there's a lot of them. Now, it is important to note I don't see the ones from the Desert Temple, so I do think all of these environmental puzzles are separate from the overall. I thought at first maybe it was a global thing, like every environmental puzzle went to all the different obelisks, but I think they're all separated. Now, one other interesting thing, it looks like they're divided by area. That was the water one, but then there's another one that looks really simple. And I think that was the Tetris area, and then that was inside. That was the other one inside. Where are our two? Okay, so here's the purple water environmental ones. Okay, so yeah, they're definitely all separated. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder if, like, no, I think that was the whole thing. I was gonna say maybe a different stream would have a different puzzle, but I think this is all the same thing. It's just from up there it looked a lot smaller. Go figure. We could almost blot it out with our thumb. I think, because that's the start point. Yeah, I think this is all one. I think that's the whole puzzle. Maybe. So, I don't want to really make a habit of making these like hour-long episodes, but this is getting quite lengthy. Oh, let's check up here real quick, though. Maybe there's a path thing. Oh, wait a minute. Is this where we just came from? Oh, what about you? Nope. Still won't work for me. Dang it. Really thought that was the thing. Still think it is. I just don't know what angle to put it on. Okay. Oh well. There's a reason this is here, I'm sure. I just don't know what it is yet. But let's go down here. Oh, and then there's this way too. Wait, that's actually where I want to go. Okay. I was like, then there's this way we've never gone. No, go figure. That's because we've never actually gotten to this portion yet. This has to be a puzzle. This has to be a puzzle. It just has to be. There's gotta be a perspective I'm missing. Oh, like down there. That's... So there's got to be a way to get out. Up. Yep. Yep. Let's do this real quick, and then we'll work on this area and see if we can find our way in. That's an entrance to the tree area, jungles, that I didn't even know was a thing. So we totally have stuff to do. Every time you think you're about done. Yep. Wait a minute, where's the start to it, though? We gotta take the boat. That's why there's a boat thingy right here. We gotta take the boat. Okay. So you take the boat around, and then while it's floating around, you can grab that one. Okay, I'm on to you, game. I do find it interesting, too, that only some of the lasers are rotating their colors, but two of them, I think, stayed blue the whole time. I find that intriguing as to why. Alright, let's see if we can make heads or tails of this. Oops. Wait, no, I messed that up. Hold on. Let's start up here. Nope, can't do that. Well, yeah, I can, but I gotta start a different way. Alright, right. Boom. Wow. That hurt my eyes. I'm gonna go out on a limb. These are kind of cool puzzle panels, though. Okay. Separate the colors. Seems simple enough right now. Feel like I've actually been playing this game long enough, I'm kind of like I'm on to you. Okay. Ew. Why you gotta be mean like that? Not enough to stop me, puzzle master in the making. Don't worry, I know that's not true. Now this is interesting. So I'm gonna say these colors don't have to necessarily stay together. They just have to be separated. Okay, how about we go from the other end? See if this works. Nope, that won't work. Well, it might. Maybe. No, because that puts them in the same... Still puts them in the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's try that, and then... Oh, there we go. That should work. Ah! Whoa! Okay. Ah. Doggone it. Nope. There's not enough spaces for me to cut these things out. It's kind of annoying. What if we do... like... Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Well, doggone it. I can't seem to separate these last two because there's always, like I said, there's not enough room to cut them both off from each other and still be able to double... Oh wait, yes there is. Wow. That was stupid. It was right in front of me the whole time. Okay, let's do line, 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 line. Okay, we'll go ahead and work on this. This looks almost the same, but just different enough to be a pain in the butt. Nope, that's not gonna work. How about... Nope, that's not gonna work. Aha! Go like this. Oh wait, they gotta stay in the same color, don't they? Well, poo. Poo on you. That's not gonna work, right? Because the two colors are still... Yeah, Let's just go with my original idea and see if it doesn't work, because it probably won't, but... Well, okay, all the colors are still separated, even if they're not all together, which is an interesting point, I might add. That they don't always have to stay together, they just have to be separated. Like... Alright, let's try this. Grab it. Thank you. Let's try this. Let's go up. Over. Oh, poo. That would have worked if it wasn't for the pesky kids. No, I mean, okay, let's... No, that won't work either. I think I was on to something the first time going this route, but I don't know how to properly segment those up there. Oh, wait a minute. What if we did this? What if we go back like this? Why won't you let me separate everything? That's so annoying. Okay. Let's try... Oh, here we go. This would... No, that won't work either. Dang nabbit. Well... Oh, here we go. Yeah! What did that turn on? Turned on the hydroponics area, so now the plants are growing. Great. So anyways, like I said, I don't really mean for these to turn into like hour-long episodes, but they kind of end up doing that just because it takes time to work on these puzzles. And we got a lot done today, so I think I'm going to wrap things up here for this episode. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!